It doesn't matter how outside of the box, how illogical, how uncommon your manifestation might be. You be the empire then. Happy Monday, my loves. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tierica, and I like to post videos about the law of assumption, manifestation, and mindset shifting, sharing my own personal beliefs and experiences with the intention that you can take something from what I talk about and apply it to your life to create the reality of your dreams. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's video. If you're new, on Mondays I do Monday motivation videos where I just post videos with the intention to motivate you all, which a lot of my videos I feel like are centered around that, but I really intend to focus more so on the motivational side of things for y'all on Monday. And I'm not gonna lie, like I write down everything that I'm gonna talk about for the week. I plan out my videos, and there's a theme for this week. I feel like there's going to be a theme. And the theme is basically you are God, because I went down a rabbit hole over the weekend. I just had so many thoughts. I had so many questions, and I just allowed myself to flow and to go down the rabbit hole to see what I could find. And I found some really good stuff. So it was kind of hard for me to figure out what I wanted to talk about in regards to my Monday motivation video versus making the other videos, because I feel like they're all extremely powerful. So today for Monday motivation, what we're going to be talking about is taking your desire off of the pedestal, why you need to take it off the pedestal, and I'm probably going to end up dropping in a few gems from the things that I went down the rabbit hole about, but just know that the videos following this one for the rest of this week will be centered around you are God, how you are God, how is that even a thing? Because we have people with religious backgrounds, religious beliefs, spiritual beliefs. Some people, everybody believes in something different. But I really want to break down what that means, what that looks like when somebody says you are God. Like, that could come as that could make you feel some type of way, or that could make you be very standoffish to the information because you don't like the way that sounds. I totally get it, but just know that's what we're going to talk about for the rest of the week, y'all. All right. If you have not listened to the audiobook that I suggested, One Truth, One Law, I Create by Aaron Worley, please go listen to that audiobook. I do have it in my audiobook playlist on my page. You can just click on there. It's like 2.5 hours long, but it's so worth it. I do have a video coming this week where I'm going to be talking about that too. So like I said, y'all, the theme for this week is you are God. All right. So all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's video for real this time. Now, I was asked to talk about not putting your desires on a pedestal, and this makes a lot more sense after the rabbit hole that I went down. So we tend to put a lot of emphasis on things that we really desire, right? There are things in this world that we really want to experience, that we really want to obtain and have. And because we want to experience those things, we put a limitation on ourselves almost instantly, because we look at this desire as something that is big. It's a big manifestation. It's going to be so hard to get. I'm going to have to put in all this effort to get it. And then essentially what we're doing is we're manifesting a reality where we're creating a harder situation for ourselves. We are making things harder than what they need to be, because we hold our desire at such a high standard above us, like it is just in the stars and so unreachable, and it's almost going to be magical, or it's almost impossible for me to experience this thing. And why do we place such limitations on ourselves? Why do we make it seem like the one thing that we desire, the one thing that we want to experience the most, is the one thing that we can't? But every other shitty circumstance, every other opposing negative thought that we have, inevitably we get to experience it, and we have to experience the negative side. But it's just so difficult for us to experience the positive side of things and the positive side of our imagination. So let's talk about it. Let's break it down a little bit. As far as us having big and small manifestations, which I see sometimes we tend to say, oh, well, I'm manifesting this really big thing, or I have a small success story that I want to share with you all. And I just want to explain that we are the one who assigns meaning to every single thing in our life. Everything that you lay eyes on, everything that you can experience, everything that you have an assumption for, a meaning for, a belief for, you're assigning it. Either you're assigning it or you're allowing something outside of you to assign the meaning to the things that are in your reality. And you can allow your parents or your elders, your friends, family members, spouse, social media, celebrities, the list can go on, right? Of where we get our influence from on assigning a meaning to certain things. But let me go ahead and tell you this: you assign meaning to every single thing. So, what that means is everything just is, right? It just exists. It has no meaning to it. It's just existing and it's waiting on you to assign the meaning to it. So if you have a desire and you instantly say, well, this is a big manifestation for me. Now, what is associated with a big manifestation in your mind? You believe that you're going to have to probably put in some physical effort, physical work. You're going to have to put in a lot of work to get this thing. You're going to have to go through hell and high water. Things are probably going to have to get worse before they get better. It's just a pool of limiting beliefs that you're swimming in because you have this big manifestation that you want. And then if you perceive something as small, right? Oh, this is a small manifestation. You don't attach any other limiting beliefs to it. You don't assign any other meaning to it. It's just a small manifestation. So you relate that to being very easy, very simple, minimal work. There's nothing you have to do. So you literally put in the least amount of effort and it comes in so fast. Like it comes in so fast and so effortless in your reality. These are just two different perspectives. And if you can shift your perspective from believing that you have big manifestations to all manifestations are easy, or looking at them as all manifestations are small because I'm the one who's assigning meaning to them and I'm the one who's creating it, you now have taken your desire off of the pedestal and you're not viewing it as something that is outside of your reach anymore. You're viewing it as something that is very doable, very possible, no matter what it is. I don't care how illogical your desire is, okay? If you want to end up in a fantasy world, that's a small manifestation, okay? That's a easy manifestation. If you want to completely change your bone structure, your facial structure, your height, where you were born at, your birth certificate, your date of birth, your parents, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to change anything, don't look at it as a big manifestation that is like up here and you're down here and I'm just now starting my manifesting journey and I'm just now learning. No, babes, you're not just learning, you're remembering what you've already been doing. You're waking up to what you've already been doing. You've been doing it anyway. That's the thing. Like, everything in your reality, you have manifested it. And if you just take a day to sit down and look at some of the most impactful situations that you've been in your life, some of your happiest times that you've experienced in your life, take a look at that specific event and then think about what your thoughts were leading up to that event unfolding for you before you were aware of law of attraction, law of assumption, and all this stuff. Think about what you did before you even had the knowledge. You were already manifesting your reality. You might have thought you had to put in some physical work, because we've all had goals in our life. Whether you knew about manifestation or not, we've all had goals in our life that we wanted to accomplish. And the goals that you actually accomplished, how did you accomplish them? You put it on a calendar, you wrote out notes, you set out time aside every day to accomplish this goal, and you work towards it every single day. But while you were taking that physical work, which you thought is what got you to your goal, what got you there? Not the actual physical work. It was your mentality. It was your mindset that got you there, because You are doing the physical work to achieve this goal, but at the same time, you're driven. Your mindset is driven because you're going to experience this thing. You're going to make this goal happen for yourself. You're going to get it. It's going to happen for you. And those are the types of things that you're telling yourself. Those are the types of thoughts that you're persisting in unknowingly, unconsciously, because remember, at this time, you don't even really know about manifestation. You don't really understand that this is what you're doing to create your reality. And because you persisted in that mindset, and you believe that you have to take physical work, the door is open for you to take these physical actions. Okay? These calls came through, these emails came through, this person showed up. These things just appeared for you and it unfolded. Everybody said exactly what they were supposed to say for you to accomplish this goal, but you were still manifesting that physical part of your reality because the real world is your imagination, and what you can come up with in here has to be reflected out here if you persist in it. If you can persist in it. So that's how you accomplished any goal. You manifested it mentally without knowing that you did because you weren't thinking against your goal. You weren't. And if you were thinking against your goal, you were thinking in your favor more than you were thinking against it. You were more driven to accomplish this thing. You created this knowing that you're going to make this happen versus maybe the few thoughts or fears or doubts that came in of, well, what if I don't succeed? No, you didn't even entertain that because you were so driven and motivated. So if you could have that same type of drive and motivation with any single thing that you want to accomplish in your reality, in your world, you can. Like, I'm here to tell you that you can. Again, it doesn't matter how outside of the box, how illogical, how uncommon your manifestation might be. You be the empire then. You be the person that has that success story for others. You be the testimony for others to follow suit. There was somebody who said, "Oh, we can create this machine that will take us from one side of the world to the other side, and it's going to fly in the air." And somebody had that creation in their imagination. That thought came to them. They desired to create this thing. And then I'm pretty sure there were so many people that they probably shared this with that said, "Oh, you're crazy. There's no way anything can fly in the sky. Like, that's just not possible." And then look at us here today. We have airplanes that fly. We have jets. We have helicopters. All because it was in somebody's imagination. It started in somebody's imagination and they created it with their mind. They made it happen with their mind. Everything that we're experiencing is just a product of somebody's imagination. And it's still a reflection of you. And we'll get into that one day, but it's still a reflection of you at the end of the day. So, with that being said, take your desire off of the pedestal. Don't view anything as hard or uneasy to obtain because you're only creating circumstances to show up in your life to make that true and validated. And if you want to test it out, this is my absolute favorite example to give anybody. I put it in a previous video and I still get comments from y'all when y'all find that old video of mine. I don't even know which video it is, but y'all comment on it telling me how you see this thing. So basically, let me show you how easy manifestation is. I can sit here and tell you that you can go into your reality and test how simple and how easy manifestation is with something that you perceive as small, right? And something that you would perceive as a small manifestation is seeing a specific color car. So you could tell yourself, I see lime green cars all the time. Every time I leave my house, I see lime green cars. Every time I drive on the road, I see lime green cars. Tell yourself how often you see lime green cars. If you already seen lime green cars a lot, then tell yourself you see pink cars. Pick a random color. Pick a random color and tell yourself that you see this car all the time. And I promise you, you're going to start seeing lime green cars in your reality. You don't even have to affirm for it. You're just hearing me tell you that there are lime green cars in your reality. I have now brought lime green cars into your awareness. You are now aware that lime green cars exist. And you leave your house, you're going to see a lime green car. All right? And when y'all do start seeing lime green cars, I want you to come back to this video and I want you to leave it in the comments that you just saw a lime green car because, again, that is something you have no emotional attachment to. You have no limiting beliefs centered around it. You have no resistance centered around it. And all of that stuff, resistance, limiting beliefs, all of it is just wavering. That's all it is. It's just wavering and thinking against your desire. That's it. There's just different terms for it if you want to break it down, but at the end of the day, you're just wavering. A limiting belief is just a form of wavering because you're not thinking in your favor. You're allowing a limitation to dictate what is possible for you. We're not doing that no more, y'all. Don't allow a limitation to dictate what's possible for you. If anything, prove that limitation wrong. Prove it wrong. Prove it to yourself because you are such a powerful, amazing being. Little do you know, but we're going to get into that the rest of this week. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I don't even drop those type of things in my videos. I never say like, share, comment, subscribe. I never say all of that. But I feel like the videos that are coming this week, you're not going to want to miss them. So if you made it this far in this video, go ahead and subscribe because we're really going to be talking about how amazing each and every one of you are and how effortless it is to experience whatever it is that you desire. Y'all, I kid you not. My whole goal is to break down all, like, no limitations exist. No limitations exist. I just saw a picture of a girl with a tattoo today that said limitless, like literally. You're limitless. We're all limitless. All right. There is nothing that can stop you but yourself and your own thoughts. Why are you fighting against yourself? Why are you so stressed out when the only person that you are talking to is yourself? The only person that you are creating with is yourself, unless you have like a partner or a friend that you are bringing in to co-create with you. But still, at the end of the day, you're still creating that because you're assuming that version of this person wants to create with you and y'all are creating together. Every single thing in your reality is a reflection of who you are being, what you are thinking, your assumptions, and your beliefs. You're living in your beliefs every single day. And for you to remove a desire from the pedestal, because that's what this whole video was about, to remove your desire from a pedestal and experience the beliefs and the desires and the things that you want to experience only. Don't view anything as a big manifestation or a small manifestation. Train yourself to understand that everything is equal. And I could sit here and tell you that, but then there's some of you that are probably going to be like, well, how do I do that? How do I just decide that things aren't big and aren't small because I really want this thing and I feel like I don't have it? Okay, so let's start here. Number one, you're going to stop complaining about it and you're going to stop saying that you're trying to manifest it. You're going to stop saying that you don't have it, that it's not here. You're going to let all of that go. That's number one. Let all of that go. Those are limitations that you're setting on yourself. Let it go. All right? Because you're not trying to manifest anything. If it is a visual or a thought in your imagination, in your mind, it is real for you right now. The amount of time that it takes for it to integrate into your reality is just dependent on you. If you want things faster, just start affirming that you manifest instantly, or you manifest so fast, or you're such a fast manifester. Your reality and your thoughts combined are showing you what you should be thinking and speaking. So when you notice that you're irritated about something and something feels like it's not going your way, you are now aware of what you desire. So flip that thought to what you desire and then persist in it. The thing is, we think that we have to take physical work to experience desires when all we have to do is take mental work. If you take the time and the effort to just persist in a thought versus not persisting in it because you're so focused on everything else outside of you, that's the second thing. That's really all you got to do. Once you stop limiting yourself by thinking that this is big, thinking that you're trying, thinking that it's so hard for you and it's way up here and it's out of your reach. No, those are all limiting beliefs. And if you want to, here's an exercise for you. Sit down and write out the ways that you are limiting yourself. Write them out. Write down every way that you are limiting yourself. So that way you can physically see it on paper, the thoughts that you are thinking to yourself and the things that you are telling yourself. And when you do that, I want you to go and I want you to flip every single one of those limitations to what you desire, to the opposite. Literally flip it to the opposite. In the most natural way that you would speak to yourself, flip it to the opposite. And those are going to be your new thoughts that you're going to persist in. Because all it is a matter of persisting and stop limiting yourself. That's how you take something off the pedestal. Start persisting in what you want and stop limiting yourself. Stop seeing things as being big. If you feel like if you feel like a manifestation that you desire is too big, start telling yourself how easy it is to manifest this thing. It's so easy to manifest people. It's so easy to manifest this specific person. It's so easy to manifest money. It's so easy to manifest this trip. It's so easy to manifest these grades. Make it easy for you. That's all you have to do. You could tell yourself, this is such a small manifestation. This is so effortless. This is the most effortless manifestation I've ever decided on. This is the most effortless desire I've ever manifested. I'm intending that you are feeling some type of energetic shift within you, because saying this is such a big manifestation and it's so hard for me to get and I just keep trying and it's not working. Do you see how draining that sounds? How energetically depleting that feels? Versus anything that I desire comes to me so easily. This specific manifestation was one of the easiest ones for me to manifest. Like, manifesting is so easy for me. I don't believe in big manifestations because everything is equal and it's all about what I want. Whatever I desire, I get it super fast because everything that I desire is easy. It's so easy for me to manifest anything that I want. You see how that's uplifting and it's like freeing because you can do anything. Program yourself to believe that you can do anything and you can have anything, you can be anything. And the way you program yourself is to persist. I'm going to leave y'all with this last little statement. This is literally the formula for everything, all right? Like I said, you are experiencing your beliefs on a day-to-day basis. Your whole reality is just a reflection of your beliefs. So, to create a new belief, because whatever it is that you're wanting to experience, you're creating it to become a belief for yourself so it plays out in your reality like a never-ending movie. To create this new belief, you decide on what it is that you want. You have a desire. You decide on it. You create your affirmation, all right? Because what we've learned is your affirmation are just your thoughts. And you've been thinking unconsciously. Your thoughts have been running rampant, just doing their own thing because you have had no control over your thoughts. You have just let your thoughts attack you, consume you, and do whatever in your mind. Now, from this point moving forward, you take control of your thoughts. And you take control of your thoughts by creating an affirmation. And that's the thought that you're going to think. If you want to think more than one thought, then create two, no more than three affirmations that all imply the same thing for your desire. And you think those thoughts throughout the day. You're affirming, but you're really just thinking. It's the same thing. Affirming and thinking is the exact same thing. You think about your desire as if you have it on a persistent basis. And you can add in something for your manifestation abilities, your powers, how fast you manifest, how easy it is to manifest. You always experience your desires. Set yourself up for success and set yourself up for no room to even doubt yourself. And you persist in these thoughts. And by you persisting in these thoughts, you are focused on that and that only. And science has also proven this if you need that. But by you focusing on these thoughts repetitively and persisting in it, they have to form physical matter and harden into fact. It has to become a solid object for you to engage with in your reality. It has to, because that's law. And that's how you create a new belief. Because then you've experienced this thing and now you believe it because it's right in front of you. Or you have persisted so much, you believe it before you even see it. So when it happens, you literally just expect it for your manifestation to unfold because you already obtained that like knowing state internally. So then it just shows up in your reality and you literally expected it to happen. You're not even caught off guard or anything. It's still going to feel magical. Don't get me wrong, because I still experience magical moments. I'm like, dang, I know I manifested this, but oh my gosh, like, ooh, you just get this like boost of energy. Like, you know how we go on social media and you get those dopamine, you know, it's the same thing. Like, give yourself those dopamine hits by manifesting your life, okay? Manifest everything that you desire. You can. I believe in you. You will do it. It's so possible. Never tell yourself that something's not possible, that it's out of reach for you, or you're just going to give up. Never give up. Because when you give up, you're giving up. You're giving up on your desire. You're giving up on a dream that you have. And a dream isn't a fairy tale. A dream can literally be experienced in your reality. It's been proven time and time again every single day. So prove it to yourself. Do yourself that favor and prove it to yourself. All right? If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down for me below. If you do need assistance with your manifestations and you just feel like you need a little bit of guidance, you need help getting on a routine, you need assistance with affirmations, I do offer email coaching. I offer 5 and 10 emails. The link for that is in the description below. If you stayed to the end of this video, I appreciate you so much, and I will see y'all in the next one.